Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this video. I have come across this crazy video of what people call her Mama Nikki, putting down a white woman because the white woman was trying to get into the cockpit. So check this video out.
So she came all the way from the back. She came all the way from the back up here. Do all this.
I need to know if is any medical personnel on board, any medical personnel at all on board that can assist us. Please come forward to the first class cabin.
I mean, if we could get her in a seat, that would be awesome, but I don't think she's awake right now.
Maybe she's up on her feet. What do you see?
She's having a medication. She has anxiety medication that her friend does not know where it is. Her sister does not know where it is. So she has a purse. Just ask her friend. Her bag is over there. I don't know why it's not. Where is her bag?
She breathing. So she came all the way from the back. She came all the way from the back up here. Do all this. Is there any medics up here?
She's not acknowledging me talking to her. That's not talking to her. She's doing fine.
Good job. Yeah, good job. Thanks.
I want to whoop her ass. Don't do no shit like that. She's crazy.
She's lying. Arrest her.
Just 'cause she gonna value her life. I don't value mine.
No.
Wait, watch her arm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna.
Okay.
We need more. I need a walk on.
Watch her head.
Now that you guys have seen this video, the son is speaking out for what Mama Nikki texted him. So check this video out.
Y'all not gonna believe this. My mom just texted me. She's on her way from Atlanta to Arizona. She's flying Delta. She texted me saying that a lady tried to open the cockpit door and the emergency exit door on the plane to jump out. She overtook the stewardess. None of the men wanted to help. So my mom said she had to step in and she gave her an ass whooping she won't forget. And I believe that shit, man. And that's just a bigger point, bro. You playing with people's lives. When you want to do that silly shit, bro, do that shit for yourself, man. Go on top of a building. Whatever you trying to do, don't involve other people, bro. That shit is not cool. That shit is played out. Like, whatever you got going on, don't nobody else got that shit going on, bro. And people these days be too passive. They be too like, oh, that's not my business. Bro, she trying to overtake the cockpit. When the last time somebody tried to overtake the cockpit? Think about it. Come on now, bro. We got to do better as people. Protecting our village, protecting our children. Like, come on, bro. That's absolutely unnecessary. I hope she get all the consequences that's coming her way, bro. For real.
I had this earpiece in my pocket. I put that bitch in my little seat pocket right there. I said, please excuse me. I said, I'm gonna beat her ass right now. Like, literally, this chick came all the way from the fucking back.
Trying to get to the cockpit.
Yes, she said she didn't want to be on the plane no more. I said, bitch, you shouldn't have got on the plane today then. That's terroristic acts to me. The fact that we were fucking first class, these motherfuckers didn't do nothing. They just fucking watching.
Was she getting aggressive though?
Yeah, she was aggressive. The fucking airline stewardess kept pushing her out the way. Said, ma'am, I cannot let you go. And she said, I don't want to be on the plane. She said, how she said? She said, I have a call and God told me to do it. I said, that bitch over here.
God told you to do what?
This,
You want to find out?
No, I won't fix the fucking car now. I had this earpiece in my fucking ear. I put that bitch in my the little seat pocket right there. I just said, please excuse me. I said, I'm gonna beat her ass right now.
And you guys, in my opinion, they need to do psychological tests on people, because this woman was trying to send every person on that plane to Gates Heaven in a matter of seconds. I don't know if this woman was feeling suicidal or she just wanted to leave a name for herself, but people need to get checked before they go on planes. This is really, really crazy here. And what is hilarious is that all those men on that plane did not try to stop this woman from going into the cockpit or to the emergency door. I don't know if they were scared or what. And another thing is that Delta has a lot of problems with people on their flights. I think Thursday or Monday or something like that, a few days ago, before this incident, there was a man going to from Detroit, and he was trying to get into the cockpit. Man, this is always something wrong with these airplanes. This is why I don't fly. Too scared of incidents like this. But kudos to Nikki for taking this crazy ass woman down to the ground. You know, you are a hero for saving a lot of lives. And why is nobody talking about this story? I don't have any idea. This is
Motion detected at the doorbell.
a very great story to tell, because this woman saved a lot of lives. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Have a great day, YouTube.
Baby, it ain't nothing better when a black woman is black woman. And this is Nikki, who was on Delta Flight 1042 yesterday. The one from Atlanta to Tucson. Not the one going to Detroit. Delta had a bad day yesterday, y'all, okay? I'm talking about the one that was going from Atlanta to Tucson. And this beautiful black queen, Nikki here, had to get up and get this passenger together, because she done went all the way from the back of the plane to first class to try and get into that cockpit. And she said, oh, no, not today. Not I. You gonna have to sit back down, or you gonna have to get you a butt whipping. And she gave her a butt whipping because she didn't want to sit down. She was trying to open up that doggone cockpit, and that was not gonna work for Nikki. Nikki said, I'm not the one. Y'all gonna let her come up here, and y'all not gonna deal with it. I'll deal with it. And she did. She did get some assistance finally after this woman that came from the back of the plane to the front of the plane to act the doggone fool. But Nikki said, I'm not the one. Not the one or the two. But what we do have is two hands in cuffs. She's not the one. She said I was going to whoop her ass, and she meant that. She did give her one and a two, but she could have given her some more. Is pretty much the point she wanted you to understand. I'm not the one. You're not finna take me to glory because you need to go to glory. Y'all need to make sure you're doing that glory stuff on your own time and not on my time. That is what Nikki said. And Nikki told her son, she had texted her son and told her son, I was about to take her out. I understand. I would have took her out as well. Because why did she get all the way from the back of the plane to the front of the plane with that energy? Because they yelling from the back of the plane talking about, well, she takes anxiety meds. I'm not sure where they are. Y'all better find them. Because anxiety level needs to come all the way down, because ain't nobody got time for that. Luckily, they was able to get her calm, wrapped up. They did have to ask somebody if they was, in the medical field to come make sure she was all right, because she wasn't responding to nobody. And they was like, well, she all right. She just not responding. But she definitely needed a good dose of them anxiety meds, because coming from the back of the plane to the front of the plane, acting like that with people who is not the one, who said, I am not the one, you should never do that, okay? So they did go ahead and turn around and get back to Atlanta and got that woman off the plane. I haven't been able to find her name yet, but I'm going to keep checking. But there was another issue on a Delta flight from Detroit where somebody was trying to do that same doggone meds. Y'all better make sure y'all take y'all meds before y'all get on these planes. Y'all need to calm these nerves and act right. Because, baby, if you got to go to glory because you think you finna take all of us to glory, you going by yourself, okay? You will be absolutely going by yourself dealing with a black woman on the plane, because we not the one or the two. And Nikki lets you know how procedure will go forward. We not playing with y'all. Absolutely don't do it. Yeah. Have a seat. If you need a drink, let somebody know you need a drink. But getting up and trying to open up stuff you ain't supposed to be touching, not an option. Have a seat. or don't get on the flight. Either one will work. Either one.
So, bruh, so you telling me that a white woman tried to goddamn break into the cockpit of a Delta airline flight and nobody decided to knock her upside her head? It was one person on there that got her down. I heard that the flight attendants couldn't even take her down. She was over there throwing their ass around, trying to get into the cockpit, talking about some guy told me to do this. So it's a woman. I think her name is Mama something. I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna post it on here. But she took matters into her own hands. A black woman. She needs an award, bro. She needs something. I don't know if, bro, because this shit's not loud enough for me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? She did that shit, bro. She took matters into her own hands, and it looked like she hog-tied the chick. It looked like she straight up hog-tied the chick. She was wrapped up, handcuffed, wrapped up, not handcuffed, but wrapped up in some, I don't know what it was. She was wrapped up. Shout out to that black woman, man, for goddamn saving hella lives and shit. They need to pay that woman and give her a big ass award and shit. And the woman name is Mama Nikki. So shout out to Mama Nikki. And then while I was looking up Mama Nikki, trying to find her name, another incident happened today. Today the 19th, right? A man tried to enter the cockpit. And they had to make an emergency landing into like a cornfield or some shit, bro. Man, bro, they trying, bro. And what's crazy, I gotta catch some flights and shit. I gotta catch probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta get on 6 different flights and shit in the next 3 weeks. And I'm telling you right now, shit, I'm not going for nothing. Anybody, I'm throwing haymakers. I'm telling you, I'm gonna try to take a motherfucking head off. I'm not playing. Try it. I want them to.
Delta Airlines, come to the front of the room, okay? This woman deserves a permanent first class seat, no matter where, whenever she want to fly. That's what she needs. If y'all don't know who this woman is, she's responsible for whooping a woman's ass for trying to get into the cockpit and doing whatever the fuck she thought she was about to do. Now, on one hand, people can say, well, you know what? Clearly that's mental health. But in that moment, when you in the air, are you really going to be thinking, oh my God, this is probably mental health? No, you're thinking about your life. And this woman did what any black woman would have did. She moved the flight attendants out the way and said, "What? Fall back, because I'm about to beat her motherfucking ass." And did just that. She probably saved some lives. Permanent first class seats, Delta. What are we talking about?
Rich rising, rich rising. I just had to come on here. Did y'all hear about the Delta flight leaving out of Atlanta yesterday morning, flight 1042? Baby, let me tell you. Apparently, on this flight, it was a woman who had some mental challenges, I would say. But anyway, she got on a plane with suicidal tendencies. Now, mind you, this lady was going up and down the aisle, okay? She went to the exit door and tried to jump out of there, okay? So everybody just looking and not doing anything. Flight attendants coming up. Baby, she big facing them. She pushing them down, elbowing and all that. Baby, she was trying to make her way to the cockpit. But baby, what she didn't know was on the way down that skinny aisle towards the cockpit was a lady named Nikki. Baby, she was not having it. Baby, Miss Nikki must have got up and put them hands on her ass. Baby, put them hands on her. By the time Nikki got finished putting them hands on her, she didn't want to die no more. Baby, she was trying to make her way to the cockpit. Do you hear me? She was trying to crash this plane. Baby, I know 9/11 happened, but that shit ain't happening no more.
We taking y'all ass down. Y'all ain't finna kill us just because you want to die. Suicide bombers and people that had a bad day and want to die. No. Miss Nikki took this lady down.
Y'all see that woman on that flight, Delta flight 1042? That was in first class and tried to open take over the cockpit. Tried to open the emergency exit and jump out, talking about the Lord is her shepherd. He gonna take care of her. Nobody stood up and helped. She was just slinging the flight attendants everywhere, like they asking for help, like somebody help. The men just sitting there. They asking for the men to just help. This black lady named Nikki got up and saved everybody. Baby, when we in danger and we know we gotta get back to our damn kids, you getting your ass whooped. She probably don't even confront people like that. But she got up and defended herself and saved everybody on that flight. And the men just sitting there like bitches. Thanks to Nikki, who was sitting in the first class window seat, she got up and she handled it. And they got her down to the floor, and that's when other people started trying to help. With her help, she successfully helped everybody get home safely. They had to go to Chicago, land in Chicago, even though that wasn't where they was going. They had to land there because that lady's losing her fucking mind. So thanks to Nikki for helping them people.
This is Nikki, who's on Delta Flight 1042. Yesterday, the one from Atlanta to Tucson. Not the one going to Detroit. Delta had a bad day yesterday, okay? I'm talking about the one who's going from Atlanta to Tucson. And this beautiful black queen, Nikki, had to get up and get this passenger side glove because she went all the way from the back of the plane to first class to try and get into the cockpit. And says, oh, no, not today. Nah, you gonna have to sit back down, or you gonna have to get you a butt whipping. And she gave her a butt whipping because she didn't want to sit down. She was trying to open up the doggone cockpit, and that was not gonna work for Nikki. Nikki said, I'm not the one. Y'all will let her cover, and y'all not gonna deal with it. I deal with it as she did. She did get some assistance finally after this woman came from the back of the plane to the front of the plane to ask the doggone fool. But Nikki said, I'm not the one. Not the one, or the two. But what we do have is 2 hands in cuff. She is not the one. She said I was going to whoop her ass, and she meant there. She did give her one and a 2, but she could have given her some more. Pretty much what she wanted you to understand. I'm not the one. You're not going to take me to glory because you need to go to glory. Y'all need to make sure you're doing that glory stuff on your own time and not on my time. That is what Nikki said. And Nikki told her, like,